you first arrive at Streetpin, you will see the home screen. So the home screen enables you to just have a quick overview of what we're doing with Streetpin. And what you'll do is click Get Started. By clicking Get Started, this will zoom into your location, wherever you are in the world. This will zoom in, as long as you've enabled location to be used, this will zoom in to wherever you are. If you see the content underneath, so these are posts and offers from around your local area. So anything that people are talking about, any offers and stuff like that, you'll see these all taken from the local pinboards. You can also do, let me move this slightly. So this is a Find Me box. You can open this box on mobile with a little green magnifying glass, but it's there by default on the web view. So for example, if I was looking for FSB news near me, so I could just search, and that basically, all the content underneath shows you the results. You can find pinboards in two different ways. So for example, we're looking for the Bbn, so that is at Bromley FC. So if I type in the search bar, that will take me to Bromley FC. And these pinboards here, these are the hubs. So this sort of larger pin on the map is a hub, which shows that it's pulling in content from multiple different pinboards. This one here is a pin board from Cray Wanderers, so that's also sharing at the same location. But for the purposes of this, we're looking at the Bbn. You can also search for the name of the pin board by going to Bromley Business Network. Okay, so either of these links by clicking the green arrow on the location or by typing in the result. And this will get you through to the Bbn pin board. So this is a hub of multiple different pinboards. You'll see these are called the white things with the jagged edges. They are posts, and ones with images and colors, those are offers. So all of this that you've seen so far, nothing you need to be signed in for. You only need to sign in if you're going to create content. So if you are to create a post and an offer, up here is, let me just, if I log out and then log back in again. So you'll see this, and you click on this, and you'll go new user, sign up here, and you'll go to the registration screen. Not a lot of information there, just your name, your username, and your password. So if I go back to signing up, so logging in, I will go back to, oh, I've done it the wrong way around, so bear with me, sorry. Go back to the Bbn, and I'm now logged in. So if I'm going to create a post, a quick example, I can say, I'm Susan, and I'm your moderator. So you have to choose a category. So let's just say announcements, and then Streetpin, communities, business networking. Choose whatever you want in these. People can actually search for your posts, so make this applicable to what you're talking about. If it's something that's only relevant for the next hour or very, very short period of time, you can choose for an hour, or it can expire midnight, a week. The maximum is 3 months. Everything on the pin boards needs to be live, so choose one of these. I'm just going to put this on for a month because it's going to be relevant for a while. You'll see that the Bromley Business Network hub is created by Right VA. So I'm going to add an image to it so we stand out a bit. So just go to my images, and I pick a lovely photo of Susan. So I can either add an image here, or if I want, I can add a YouTube link. So it's either an image or a YouTube link. And that's all you need to do for a post. If you wanted to, I'm going to take this as well. So this is the Right VA about page. And so I'm going to just show how to add a link. This is so if I say, right, this is my business link, highlight this, use this link up here, and then paste it in there. So now on your post, you've got some standard text. I'm going to say I'm the moderator. I'm going to bold that. That can also have italics and underline. But for now, we're just going to add a simple post. And this now comes onto the Bbn hub. So if I scroll down, the content on there is randomized. So it's not the latest at the top, it is a random organization. And so here's your post. So you've just added in Streetpin, there's your content, here's your link. Up here, the little green arrow. So as it's my post, I can either report or delete it. If it's someone else's post, you can just press report. Or Susan, as the moderator, will see the option to delete any of these. You can always jump on if you see a post that you like, give them some support. So there's a little like. We don't have lots of different icons for that. We just have either like or not. If you want to comment on there, so click on this. So, and then just add a quick note, and you can add a comment in there. So that's basically your standard forum messaging and replies. You'll see that you'll get a comment count up there. You'll see who likes content there. So that is an example of a post. You'll see here is an example of a post with a video on. You can post on, when you're adding a post, it only goes onto a single pinboard. So it's only relevant in that forum. If I went to my posts, I can see, I can edit my posts from a central location. So when this runs, let me move this again. So for example, if I was going to talk this FSB post, I can have a look, I can edit it, I can switch it off, or I can bin it. I can also, if you see this post here, this little icon here, that tells me the analytics. So move this again. So in the last month, that post has had 111 views, 44 of those are unique. And the majority of those, well, all of those have been on the FSB Bromley board. Okay. So if I go back, I'm going to show you how a connected pinboard looks. So you'll see this is the Right VA. The creator again is the Right VA. So as this isn't mine, what I can do is follow it. So if I follow this, every time there's new content on there, then I'll get a notification. So this will be via a browser alert or an email. Or if you've got Android, then you'll get an alert there. I can also post on here, or I can add offers. This is an open pinboard, but every user, every owner of a pinboard has their own options. So you can set if you don't want people to add posts, or if you don't want people to add offers, then you choose the options there. I'll show you that in a minute. So if I want to create my own pinboard, I would go into this menu, My Pinboards. You'll see various other bits and pieces. If it's your first one, this will be blank, and you just click Create a New Pinboard. There are two options. The pro ones are the paid ones. They are either an annual subscription or a pay-as-you-go. What I'm going to do here is just add a free pinboard. So click on that, and then you'll get to hopefully a straightforward option for creating a pin board. So if I'm going to say, right, I'm going to create a business pin board. It's a free one. We're going to say Hayes Lane. I'm just going to put something so it's very close to the Bbn Pin Board. I can either add my background image and my logo, or if I don't, then it's the default Streetpin one. If you're going to use a background image, then it's 2100 pixels by 400 pixels is ideal, but you can upload anything and crop it to the size you want. As you see here, so if I want this to be completely private, so only I can post, then I'll turn this one off. If I want other people to if I don't want any adverts on there, then I can switch that one off as well. If you switch off adverts, it's for things like if you're a cafe, you don't want anyone else advertising food and drink on there. So that's your ability to switch those off. If it's a paid account, you can say which category. So sorry, the paid account will be the cafe saying I don't want any food and drink, but the free ones you can just switch it on or off. And then you choose where it's located. So I believe if we just choose, we're in London, we're in Bromley, Hayes Lane in Bromley. Do this one again. That's roughly where the, anyway, that'll do. So it's somewhere near the, am I going up or down? For the purpose of this, it doesn't particularly matter, but you put in the address and you can move this to tailor-made exactly where you want it. You can choose different fonts, different colors. So on the side of your pin board, this side of thing, so you can choose different fonts, you can choose different colors for these header bars and for the content in there. And so I'm just going to leave that for default for now. Hayes Lane is great. So add in a little bit about your community. Services, don't forget to add your hashtags. So I could say a community. So you can add as many hashtags as you like on there. We'd recommend no more than 5 if possible. So you can add your website. You can also add a YouTube URL. You can add your emails, all your different contact details, and your opening hours. Once you're ready, if you want to publish it later, then save for later. If you want to preview what your left-hand screen looks like, then you can click on there. But I'm just going to go ahead and publish. So that is now ready. So if I was to go back in from Bromley, I'll go directly to Hayes Lane. Bear with me, probably everyone's using the internet right now. So here is the pin board. So we've just created a very quick pin board. You'll see that this is the default background, but then that is for yours to update. If you had a video, it would be underneath down here. I'm going to show you one more thing, which is the offers. So my offers. I don't know where to put my video there. So let me just show you. These have the analytics stuff too. So for example, what's that one? That's Babel Monkey. So if I click on that, you'll see in the last month, you can change the time that you want to see, whether it's the last week or whether it's the last month. By default, it's the last month. So this has had 203 views. 60 unique ones. And it has a breakdown of where your advert has appeared. So you'll see the majority of these are from the FSB Bromley, but it's also got from the Orpington Hub and Bbn. So this gives you an idea of how your adverts are performing. And then if I click on Add Offer, you have all your, I'm going to just do another one for, I can add another one for Susan. So if I was going to say, this is the right VA, so we're going to say this is professional services. Offers a great service. So this will change. So this basically shows you how your advert would look, and then you put in whichever hashtags you like, and then up here. So if you want to add your location, your email, change your color, change the fonts that are going to be on there, change the background, make it stand out, and see how you'd like your offer to be. So tweak it to your own colors. I'm colorblind, so some of the mixtures of colors might be a bit strange, but bear with me. I'm just going to go back to the dark blue and the white. So your contact details. So I'm just going to add in mine for now, as I know those ones. If I did want to put a YouTube video, this would then replace this image here. I only want it to go on for a day because it's only a limited offer. So I just put the start date, the end date, and then I can either just put it on my pinboards. So if you have content that you just want for yours, then click on my pinboards, or you can choose from, I just want to put this in London, or I just want to put this in Gloucestershire. So you can filter this down, and we know that I'm just going to look for one of these. So bear with me. I've just narrowed them down. Looking for one that's going to be connected. I'm just going to refresh that. There is a bit of we use the Google Map, so sometimes it will say you're in Kent, sometimes it will say you're in London. So we know Green Robin solution is connected to Bbn. So if I click on that, don't know where to put this one now. So Green Robin is selected underneath there. And at the moment, Green Robin is still owned by Streetpin. So as soon as Robin signs up, I'll assign that over to him. But for the moment, it's still with me. So I can put this on there as classed as one of my boards, so I don't need any credit. So if I create this and publish it, and then go back to Bromley Business Network. You'll see there's a lovely offer. When you open the box further, you'll see the contact details. So if you want the website, phone, email, these contact details are all down there. So you'll see that was originally posted in the Green Robin Solutions. So we've got a post, we've got an offer, we've got a new pinboard, and we're showing how to add posts to the Bbn Hub. And in a nutshell, that is Streetpin.
Very good.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim. Just a quick question. If you're promoting something, say, online, which is obviously very apparent at the moment, and you don't want to attach it to a physical location, is that still possible?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So you don't need to put a location on any of the posts or the offers. If you want to do create a pin board, what we have in Orpington, for example, we have some of the pin boards that don't really have a location. So if it's someone that's working from home, they don't want to publish from home, then we just sort of put them maybe a landmark, like at the Orpington War Memorial. There are a couple of different pin boards around there that don't really have a location, so we sort of put them in a hub nearby.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. And is that a permanent thing, or is that just temporarily where you don't have to put the physical location?
So you could, once you are the creator, so this here, if you go into my pinboards, you can just say, well, top one there, Beckenham College, click on that, which is the edit. And at any point, I can just move this around. So change your region, your city, and then fine tune the location here, and then move this around. So I can move it on a daily basis. These are designed for people like, you know, if you've got a pop-up store or you've got an event, you can have your pin board and then move it week to week.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
I think you covered it. If I have a picture, or something that I put on my own pin, I can then copy it across to Bbn, can't I? So effectively, I can have two things across Bbn and the right VA's pin.
So the right VA, you don't need to copy it across. So these are now connected. So
right, okay.
What I'm going to do is just show you very quickly. So on the right VA, I'm just going to put this on for an hour. So this will only last for an hour. I'm not going to add any images or anything like that. This is just a test. So
yeah, fine.
This is on the right VA. And because this is a pin board that's connected to the Bbn hub, so
right,
you see it appearing here. And now if I go to there you go, it's right at the top.
Okay. So within Bromley Business Network Hub,
yeah,
the right VA sits.
That's right. So
right, okay.
At the moment, you'll have to tell me as admin which ones to add. So if Warren goes and creates his fantastic photography pin board, and then you just need to tell me, yes, add this one. You can, in future, you'll be able to sort of chop and change, but right now, I have to control the hub.
Okay.
So anything that you want to add as a child pin board will automatically populate the Bbn. Or you can only add offers to child pin boards, but you can add posts like this anywhere.
Right, I'm with you. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can post on a pin board or you can post on a hub. You can only put an offer on a pin board and then that gets pulled into the hub.
Right, okay. Cool.
It's that way, because for a town or something like that, if you've got lots of different adverts, lots of different promotions on different retailers, we didn't want someone putting an offer directly onto the town pin board. It has to go via something that so it keeps it contextual and relevant. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think actually for Bromley Business Network, so many. I mean, this morning from the chat, there was a lot of offers of webinars and Zooms and this, that, and the other this morning. Because when I cut and paste the chat, there were lots of them, and it's quite hard to kind of contain them all. So this would be quite a good way of, you know, people having a webinar, whatever the ones Alex is certainly doing. So I know he's got a few coming up.
Yeah.
They've kind of got them on, and then Warren, in time, when he gets back to doing his headshots, can be on there as well. So it's a good opportunity to kind of have everything and everybody in Bromley Business Network, what they do and what they're offering under one roof.
Absolutely. So, for example, this is the one that you posted for the Zoom meeting today. But then, for example, there was a business continuity one from Sarah, and she created the webinar for Tuesday and then recorded it. And then so we have a library of them as well. So this will go on in the same way. This presentation will go on in the same way. So if people aren't able to make it at 1 o'clock, record it, put it on here. And then so the BBN Hub has got a directory of different webinars, when to join them. But it's also, we can put the library of events after they've happened as well.